Hello everyone. So in today's video we are going to be discussing how to uh, program a my products page using sort and pagination. So let's start off with our sort section first. So we are going to start with Apple. Search for a product like Apple. Let's search from the oldest to newest and from the highest quantity to the lowest. Let's search brand new. So we click sort and this is what we are going to get. So the highest quantity, and these are what we have. So that is that. So that is it for sort. If you want it, we can search for Samsung if we want, and this is what we get. So let's move on to the pagination part of our page. So here this is our pagination, and we are going to navigate through our pages using these arrow keys or 1 2 3 depending on the number of products which we have. So for this we have chosen that we are taking 6 products per page. So when we click our right, we go to the right, and these are the products which we can see. We can move like this as well by clicking the number. So this is it on how the page works. Now let's move on to our code on how we program this. So this is our code. So here we have in our myproducts.php page we have set that if it is set we have asked for the number of pages to be taken, and we have the page number variable as getting a page from ID. So here it's not going to work else the page number is 1. So here we have created a search query from our product table where our user email is linked to the variable email, and we given it the name product.rs, and we've taken the number of rows we get from that result search as product.numbers underscore number, and we described that the results per page is going to be 6. So the number of pages is going to be ceil. So what ceil does is rounds a fraction or a decimal value to our nearest next whole number. So we have the product numbers, and we have it's going to be divided by results per page. So since we have 14 products, it's going to be 2 point something. So this is going to make it 3 thanks to ceil, the ceil. So here we have taken that the page number minus 1 into results per page is going to be the page results, and from here the selected result search we are going to select for the product where the user email is email, and limit the results per page with an offset, and we're going to concat it with page results and results per page. So here we have selected the number of these results, and we have given it the name. The number of such rows of these results is going to be given the variable name selected underscore num, and we have, from that number we are going to enter it into a for loop where x is 0, and we are going to select the data from it by using a fetch associated from our selected result search. So here that is it for our pagination on the myproducts.php page. Let's move on to the we have more here. So here we have, I think we have a pagination buttons. So using Bootstrap we have added the pagination. So we have underscore navigation navigation class, and here we have the page navigation example. That's going to be a bootstrap uh, class which we have given for it, and this is a bootstrap class which we have given pagination large justified content center. And here we mentioned that if the page number is less or equal to 1, it's going to echo the new page. Else, if the page number is equal to the page number is less than -1, it's going to go to the previous page. So this so let's so that's that. And moving down, for x is equal to 1 or x, where x is the number of pages less than or equal to x. If x is equal to the page numbers, then we are going to have this. So in a PHP class, we are going to echo the page number. We are going to the concatenate value or the page number value, and else it's going to echo the same thing. So moving down, that if block ends, and we go into a page item again. So here it's going to show that if the page number is greater than the number of pages, it's going to echo this asterisk. Else it's going to take the pages plus 1. So once we reached our page limit, so let's say we have only 3 pages and we click the limit, it's going hashtag is going to end at the end of a URL. And if not, if we still have more pages to go to, it's going to take us to our next page here. So let's move on to JavaScript. So this is taken from sort.one button. That sort one function should be called in a myproducts.php page here. So when we click the sort button, it's going to take us to this JavaScript function, and here in this JavaScript function we have a search ID or the value s which we have mentioned there. It's going to search, and we have introduced a variable time, and if we have our IDs no, same HL and BU for sorting. So this is newest to oldest, this is oldest to newest, this is highest to lowest, lowest to highest, this is brand new, this is used. So we are going to check if the time is 1, else we are going to check if the time is 2, or we are going to check if the time is 0. Same with the quantity, we are going to check it if quantity is 1 or highest to lowest, check if the quantity, the value is 2, lowest to highest, or if the quantity is 0. And moving down, we are going to check the same for if it's going to be brand new, used, or if the condition is 0. And then we are going to open a new form, and we are going to attach these values. So search as search value, but we are not going to take the values because we have already introduced the values of time, quantity, and condition. So we are going to attach them directly to HTML request, XML HTTP request, and here we are going to open it in a post form in sort process.php, and it's true for it is an Ajax process. So here the form is going to be sent, and we have a sort process.php. So basically what we have here is a new session. We have linked it with our database, and we take an username from the session, and we have posted these values from a form in the JavaScript. S for search, T for time, Q for quantity, C for condition. And here we have taken a query and that query name. So this query is always going to be select all from product where user email is concatenated with the value user email. So here, if it's not empty, we are going to in the search bar is not empty. We have this value or this query here. We are going to search, and with that we have concatenated the value and title like search. So search whatever we search, we are going to get titles which are like that. So like if you have added Apple iPhone 14, if you have simply written the word Apple iPhone or 14, we are going to see such products. And if the condition is not 0, then it's going to search the query and search the same query here, and the condition ID is equal to the condition. And if the time is not equal to 0, and if time is equal to 1, we have that same query. We have it concatenated with order by date time added descending. So the descending date time added or newest to oldest products will be displayed. This is going to be the opposite of that. So we have the same query concatenated, but instead it's going to be ascending. So oldest to newest. And here, if the time is not equal to 0 and the quantity is not equal to 0, so if the quantity here is 1, so let's say highest to lowest, the query is we're going to search on the query the quantity descending. If the quantity is 2, quantity ascending. Else if time is 0 and the quantity is not equal to 0, we are still going to search. If the quantity is 0, we are going to order by the quantity descending. So here we have just added a comma because it's directly linked with time. Both are not equal to 0, so we don't have to add order by again here, but here it's independent and time is 0 here and the quantity is independent of that value because it's not 0, so we have to write order by here again for us to get our products showing in descending order or ascending order, highest to lowest or lowest to highest. And here we have copied up our code which is the exact same from our pagination. Here we have a part where we activate or deactivate our page, and here as we discussed previously we have our results per page, and this is how it works. So we discussed this code previously. My product of PHP is the exact same, and that's how it's going to be showing in our sort process. This is the page numbers which we also discussed. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching.